Hey guys, hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Analilia Marin. So for today's video, I will be talking about the lessons that I've learned by being raised with no dad. So I'm only speaking from my experience. Maybe this will resonate with somebody, maybe it won't, but hopefully this can help that one person. My first life lesson by being raised by only my mom is I believe everybody needs some type of father figure in their life. Just because, you know, I was raised with my mom and I think I turned out really well. But, you know, even if I did, I have always felt this kind of, I'm not emptiness, but I feel like there's something missing. And I think had I had that father figure in my life, I would have felt different. Not saying that you won't be successful or you can't do your life without your dad. I just personally, I think that my life would have been different if I had that father figure. My father figure, I mean role models. I mean somebody to look up to, somebody that has that masculine energy that you don't have as a woman. Even if you're a guy watching, you want to make sure you want to have that guy figure, that masculine energy to help you. So whether it be role models, now with social media, I think it's so easy to find somebody, you know, a mentor, anybody that you look up to that is the opposite of you. So whether you're a female or male, whatever energy you connect to, if it's masculine, if it's feminine, you might want to make sure you have that opposite or you have both. So for example, I'm a woman, I was raised without a dad. So I lacked that masculine energy. My mom gave me a lot of feminine energy, but I didn't have that masculine energy. So that I was lacking that, and because of that, I kind of didn't feel complete. And I think it's important to make sure you're feeding both. And like I said, right now with social media, it's so much easier to have that role model, to have that mentor. They don't physically have to be there, but you're listening to them, you're learning through them. Yes, I believe it's better to have a person there that you can talk to, somebody that you can confide in, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you can't, you know, use social media to your advantage. So for me personally, my experience, my first life lesson is that it's important to have that role model, that mentor, that masculine energy that I needed. Because what happened with me was, since I lacked it, I looked for it in other places and I began to develop unhealthy relationships because I wanted that so desperately. Not everybody has my life, but if that's how you feel, that if you can relate to me in that sense, if you are like me, I would recommend that you go out there and find that one person that you can connect to, and that can be that role model, that father figure that you have been searching for or you feel like you're missing in your life. Hopefully that helps. So lesson number 2 would be being independent. Seeing my mom work her butt off and do everything to support her 2 children just inspired me. Like, for myself, what can't I do? Like, I can take care of myself. I don't depend on anybody to come and help me because I saw my mom do it. So it made me realize that we're all independent. We're all able to provide for ourselves. It's just a choice. Some people find it easier to be dependent on other people, but you don't have to do that. You can be independent. With that being said, if you choose not to have that father figure, that role model in your life, that's fine. If you can do you and you can succeed. That's just my experience, but everybody will have their own experience. But just realizing how independent you can be and seeing such a strong woman, my mom, who has been an amazing role model for me. She's the reason why I'm such a loving person. One of the reasons why I'm such a loving person. But seeing her be able to provide and succeed by herself just made me realize that. So that would be my second lesson. If you choose not to have a father figure, that's fine. I grew up not having a father figure, not having any role models with that masculine energy, and I turned out just fine. I turned out very independent, very being able to provide for myself and helping with my family. So that's not necessarily, it's not gonna make it, you're not gonna make it or break it if you don't have that. So just to let you know, yes, you can succeed, you can be independent, you can be self-sufficient without having a father figure in your life. So lesson number 3 would be strength. I think growing up without a dad, I was kind of heartbroken, and I think learning to deal with that pain gave me so much strength at such a young age. I never really had him at all in my life. I've only seen him, I think, 4 times my whole life. And the last time I saw him I was 10, so that was, I'm 28 now, so that was what, 18 years ago. So growing up without him involved, and him not visiting me, it seemed like he didn't really care about me. I think that just left me really brokenhearted. So I developed skills to cope with that pain and that emptiness, and I think that's one of the things that made me so strong too. That was my first strength discovery, if that's what you can call it. So that would definitely be my life lesson, just all the strength that I've gained, turning something negative into something positive. Lesson number 4 would be love. Since I didn't have that love from him, and I wanted that so bad, I became such a loving person. I mean, not just because of that, because my mom obviously had a huge role in that, but he obviously did help. The lack of his absence helped me develop that love, because for the longest time, that love that I was searching for, I found it within myself, and because of that, I became such a loving person. Like, if you meet me, you'll see how much I love. I genuinely have so much love overflowing in this body that I want to give it away, and I think it's because of that need that I wanted it, and now that I have it and I feel it because I found it within myself, I'm just ready to spread it everywhere. Like, I just want to love everybody. I see a little kid, I just want to hug them. I see an old lady, I just want to go and help them, and that has definitely built to that love personality. So like I said, turning something negative into something positive. Lesson number 5. I think this is one of the most important things, and I honestly just realized this because I heard a podcast talking about it, and then it was like so lesson number 5 is my not having that dad. Okay, so lesson number 5 is not having that dad in my life gave me this drive to want to work so hard. And I think it was because subconsciously, since I didn't have his attention, his love, his whatever, I felt like I wasn't good enough. And my whole life I've been trying to prove my worth to that. Like, I wanted to prove that I was worthy of his love and attention, and you know, hey dad, look at the person that you didn't raise, look how well she came out. And I think that's what originated all of this drive. Not saying that that's the only reason why I work so hard, but that is definitely one of the lessons that he has taught me by not being in my life. I am so passionate and I am so driven, and I think that's what it was. At first it was wanting to prove my worth, and now that I know my worth, now it's just a completely different field. But that was the start of it. So basically where I started my race, my life race of wanting to accomplish all these things in my short time that I have in this world. So to wrap it up, my 5 life lessons that I've learned growing up without a dad. Number 1 is I believe that everybody needs that father figure role model. And like I said, make sure you have both energies. So if you're female, make sure you have your masculine and your feminine energy, and if you're a male, make sure you have your masculine and your feminine energy as well. Number 2, independent. Whether you choose to have that father figure or not, you can still be independent. You can still take care of yourself. That is my life lesson that I've learned. Number 3, finding that strength, finding that negative experience and turning it to something positive. Number 4, love. Because you lack that love, you find it within yourself, and once you find it within yourself, you're ready to give it up. Number 5, finding that drive, that one experience that makes you propel forward and gives you that first start in whatever journey you're trying to do. I hope you found some insight in my life lessons. I hope I did an okay job of explaining it, because I don't always do that, so sorry, but I hope I did. I always speak from my heart. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel for more videos. I will see you next episode, and I hope you have a lovely day. Bye. No, for more video. No, that's gonna be picked up in the
Really?
yes. Lesson. No. Let me re-say that. I didn't think of that. No, right. So life lessons. Wait, what? Oh yeah, independent. What? Okay.